Hi guys! So great to have you here. We're going to do another paint project that incorporates salt and watercolor. I know we did the one with the glue and the salt and then adding watercolor to that, but I want to show you a new technique today. So here we go. Alright, what you're going to do, we have our paper here. It's a little thicker paper. I'm doing it again with the sheet pan underneath just to help protect from having salt go everywhere. So let's get started. You can do whatever colors you want. Just get your watercolors ready and then start playing and painting away. Now I'm just going to kind of dab a few colors and put some extra water. Let's see, how about this pinkish purple? I probably should have taped my paper down just for the fact that I'm trying to do this with one hand. That's okay. We're gonna make do. Add a little bit more of this blue. And what you can do after you get a few colors on here, and if you can paint all over the whole page, obviously, but I'm going to show you something we can do here. Just a second. All right, let's add a little orange over here. Okay, so I can take these colors, this paper right here, and if I tilt the paper, they're gonna flow all over the place. So you can do that. That kind of creates a really fun technique with the watercolor. And just have fun with it. Watercolor is meant to just be a nice fluid type of material that just flows everywhere. It doesn't have to be any kind of perfect design. It's kind of meant to be able to be flowing like this. I might tilt that around a little more. Some of it did come off of the page. Again, a good reason to have the sheet pan underneath. Now I want to fill this page pretty full with some color and some water. Now remember, we're just here having fun, enjoying adding these colors. Maybe think about how you're feeling for the day and use whatever colors you're just drawn to. You might be drawn to more warm colors, more cool colors. You might want to create a pattern within the artwork. Like I said, the more water you add, though, the more that it's going to flow, and you're not going to necessarily keep whatever patterns unless you were doing just real lightly with the color. But because I'm trying to add a lot of extra water to it, I'm doing that because I want the salt to make a really neat design, which I'll show you in just a moment here. A little more pinks. Okay, I think we've got a pretty good amount of water on here. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take the salt and we're going to sprinkle it on. You don't have to put it everywhere. You can kind of just sprinkle it around in different areas. And then we're going to let that dry a bit, because then when we take the salt off, so what we'll do is we'll let this completely dry, because right now it's definitely stuck on there. So we're going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back, take the salt off, so we'll rub it off of the picture and then see what happens. Okay, we're back. The paint and the salt have completely dried on here. Looks pretty cool. And what we're going to do is we're going to go through and scrape all the salt off. So it might take a little bit, so I'm going to scrape all the salt off, and then I will be back to show the finished product. And here we are. Check out all this really cool texture that is created when you remove the salt. So the salt had absorbed part of the water and the color. And so then when you take the salt off, it shows the spots where the salt was before. Creates a pretty cool and interesting effect. So now I want you to go and try and do this yourself. Get some watercolor, paint whatever you'd like on a piece of paper, sprinkle some salt, let it dry, come back, scrape all the salt off, and see what you can create. All right, until next time, have a great time, enjoy making art. Bye, you guys.